You can hear in artwork that something really big is at stake. You can hear this across nations, across continents.
University of Chicago, it's a place that takes art seriously.
Constant intellectual interaction between people in the department, outside the building, in the supermarket.
When we hold arts events, they tap into the deep history and the theory of the arts. You can think about the arts at the University of Chicago as a grand experiment. When you take that experiment into the context of a different culture, it feels extremely risky and you never know what will come out of it. And that's where the most exciting things happen.
If you look at any given week in the university's calendar, we have artists from around the world presenting, lecturing, performing.
We have a responsibility to think carefully about how, particularly in the United States, our local contexts are always affecting and affected by a world at large.
COVID-19 does not carry a passport. Global warming does not carry a passport. So in light of these massive global difficulties, the university calls on its citizens to be engaged.
Art is something great for this kind of global exchange communication because art is a kind of visual language, so everybody can understand. It's a moral issue. And because you feel humanity is a family, I feel it's a big family.
And very often in the art world, the relationship is one of extraction. So we will take, but we don't give back.
To have Black, brown artists from the global south be present, speak to their own work to ensure that they are compensated adequately for whatever work they bring to the table, and to ensure that they are on board with how we will use and engage this work as researchers.
Collaborate, cooperate, and ethics of belonging in the world and responsibility to ourselves and our future.
A number of our institutions on campus are fundamentally committed to cultivating and supporting exchanges outside of the standard terms of exchange.
At the Gray Center, we've had a speaking series for the past year called FARBAR. Every FARBAR has been with someone from a different part of the world and engaging their work critically, and also enabling them to bring it to both our local audience in Chicago, but also our Zoom audience.
You can't make sense of the world and your own place in the world if you don't have a sense and understanding of what's around you. To get a sense, to make sense of what these people, these foods, these cultural practices are doing, you have to go there. You have to go get on a plane and go to these places.
And I want to be there in person, right next to the human being that is hitting the drum. I want to feel the vibrations in my body, right there.
What the university is good at, on the one hand, is offering resources. On the other hand, is creating a kind of global space.
From the south side of Chicago to our international centers.
In London, in Paris, in Delhi, in Hong Kong, in Beijing.
In Beijing, when the university was founding the center, I said art had to be in it and should be in the center. So actually they listened.
The fact that you can have an idea and then have not just the resources but the space to even propose it and to get it approved is really a privilege and an honor.
The traffic between the cultures that we visit and the artists that we bring to campus has been enormously influential.
There's a really great event that we did in Hong Kong with the Chinese dissident poet Bei Dao. He'd been prevented from doing public appearances in China. To see hundreds of people turning up to listen to this world historical literary figure.
Experiments don't always succeed. And A true culture of experimentation is one that not only welcomes failure, but learns from it.
How to push the boundary. If you don't do that, then there never have new things, even science, everything. You have to keep pushing this line. You find what's on the other side.
There's always a risk when you decide to engage it and when you decide to take those things seriously as being a site of knowledge production.
That even when we disagree out of a spirit of generosity and not a spirit of negativity and critique. Critique in the best way, not to be critical, but to sort of help build something new.
So it is, I think, our culture of critique and reformulation, and those reformulations produce better work, better ideas, and ultimately, I think, better art.